What's going on?
So what is going on with you today, darling?
So let me tell you guys, because I don't know who to reach out anymore. My sperm donor is taking me to court for my daughter, who he hasn't seen in 10 years. And the courts are allowing this.
Okay,
so you said you need
yeah,
a new sperm donor?
No, her baby daddy, who she has a kid with. But she's calling him a sperm donor because she said he don't do nothing.
Got it.
He wants to see his kid.
Right. So he's taking me to court. But the only problem I have with this, he started taking me to court when he found out that I was pregnant with my second kid, and I moved on from him.
Oh,
There's a long history of domestic violence. Like, I got away. I left.
Okay, you escaped.
Left. He ran from the state, and he moved wherever. He got married. All of a sudden, he found out, okay, I'm pregnant. Now I'm getting notifications saying that he's taking me to court. We used to live in the project. He's saying he has this big old house wherever he is. My daughter shouldn't be in the project. The whole nine. So hopefully I get some help because I'm tired. This is my second lawyer. They're not advocating well for me. Like, it's a lot. So I don't know what to do anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Well,
he did a lot. He did a lot.
Has he been paying child support at all during this time?
Because of domestic violence, the last place that we had together, the ACS came to my door because the police were called. He kicked the door in, and they told me if I don't leave the place, then they're gonna take my daughter. So I left. I left him alone. No child support, no nothing for years. Nothing.
Okay.
I don't want it. I want nothing to do with him. But because he found out, okay, I moved on. Mind you, he's married. Because he found out that I moved on, now he's taking me to court for a little girl he hasn't seen in the last 10 years. He left here, he moved wherever he went to, and unlike a family member. So I don't know how the court is seeing that this is safe for my daughter to even see him. He doesn't want to.
And you have a record. And you have a record because you said the police were called of this. I
went. Yeah, I have a record. I went to the precinct last night, and I got all the orders of all the police reports, everything. I did my due diligence because I don't understand how the court is not seeing this.
Right.
I don't know how they think this is okay for him. Yeah, they're stressing me and my daughter out.
What state are you in?
I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So what about your new sperm donor? Is he? What does he have to say about it?
No, not my sperm donor. That's my man.
Oh, okay, right.
Her new man. Why would you say that?
No, I was confused.
Two beautiful kids together. He takes care of all three of my children. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. Got it.
Now, when it comes to these lawyers, what types of lawyers are you using?
So these are the ones I know. Like, he's free. My lawyer is free.
Court appointed.
Right.
I'm not paying out of pocket for anything to deal with him because I'm not gonna do that. You don't even help me out with my kid. Why should I pay for a lawyer?
I just want to. So here's a few things here that I want to say that you should do. Okay. Because if you feel like these pro bono lawyers who are doing things with you aren't up to the standards, this is definitely really important. And sometimes you may have to invest in that. But there are also a lot of nonprofits that can actually help you get representation so that it's not somebody that's just trying to have an overloaded, caseloads and they're not doing the best to their ability to help you. It feels to me like you need somebody who is on point, who definitely feels motivated. You need the right person to represent you first and foremost, right? When it comes to your representation, so you could be more comfortable, know what your rights are. Secondly, if he's doing this to you, I don't understand. I understand what you're saying because you just had to get out. It was a dangerous situation. You were concerned about your child. I do feel you deserve to get child support because that money could go to help and pay for a lawyer too. But I do feel like you have not had him do that all this time, and that's still his responsibility. And so I know a lot of times we frown upon child support and look at it like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to I just don't want to, but that's not for you, it's for the kid,
Right, of course. And that's not the reason. Because of our history of domestic violence, I just wanted him to stay away.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to live my life. I didn't want him to know anything about us, where we live, where we go to school, where my daughter goes to school, nothing. The last court case, they wanted to arrest me. They threatened to arrest me because I didn't even want to give up her school address.
Right.
So this is a lot.
And that's the thing, that as a father, he does have rights. And so in order for you to be able to fight this, you're going to have to look at it from all points of views, but you also have rights as a mom. I don't think it's a really difficult thing for somebody to take a child away from their mom who has raised that kid for 10 years with no support from the father. So I can't see that happening, but I also would not play around because you never know. And so I just think it's really important for you to get the right representation first and foremost. Somebody that is really familiar with what can happen, somebody that is patient with you, that can explain all of your options to you, and that has your best interest at heart. And sometimes that does cost money. And you should ask all of those questions. What should you be doing about getting child support from him? Because that's money that could be going towards your kid, and that's money that could make life a little bit easier since he's trying to go ahead and get some type of visitation. And I don't know that a court will say that he can't even have any visitation if he wants to be in if he wants to be in his child's life. So that might be something that you're going to have to figure out and come to terms with, but figure out how that is going to happen.
Right. So he had supervised visits, but this was over the phone, like video call. Her social worker and him, but he doesn't want to anymore. Mm-hmm. He feels like he's not interested in getting to know because of how he was talking to her. She said to me, she said, "Mom, he's asking me, so you don't want to know anything about me?" And she's like, "So what about me? I'm the child. You're not asking about me. I'm not interested in knowing about you because you're the adult. But you're not asking about me." And so she doesn't want to do the supervised visits anymore. Like, she's like, "I don't want to talk to him. I'm done." So he's going for unsupervised visits. When for the most of your supervised visits, you missed them. So why are you asking for unsupervised visits now?
Right. And these are all things that a lawyer should be bringing to attention, to the attention of the court when this all happens.
You think he's doing all this because he wants you back?
Because I moved on.
Because you moved on.
It's, like I said, there's a long history of domestic violence. So now, once he found out that I was pregnant with my second baby, I don't know, people have explained this to me that maybe he thought he lost control, but I was never going back to you, so I don't know why you thought that you lost that control. You're married. You moved on.
He just wants to F up your life. That's all.
That's it. So he's not doing this for my child, so I don't know how the court is not seeing this.
Right. Well, I think you need. It feels like you need real better representation. And then I don't know if there's a way to get a mediator involved. Maybe you should ask for some type of counseling. Whatever it is that you can ask for. I'm not an attorney, so I'm not in a position to really tell you. But I know a lot of people who have had to go through the system in dealing with custody cases and dealing with parents, but also understand that he does have rights. So you don't want to act like he doesn't have any at all, but you want to make sure that he can't threaten you.
That's it. I just want to make sure that he's here for the right reasons, because a mom's first job is to protect her kids. So I'm just protecting my baby. That's it.
I know, and I understand. And also just make sure whatever type of communication that you have, just watch what you're saying in writing, because all of those things can be used. So just be cautious in how you approach this, and always, just for the sake of, just imagine everything's being monitored.
Right. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Mano.
All right.
If anyone does call in and they're willing to help, give them my number.
Okay.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to get your information and let's see, okay?
Thank you.
Hold on, okay? Okay.